I saw your picture on social media, and for a moment I thought it was just another fleeting connection. But the more I stared, the more I realized you're not like Eve. There's something more to you, something deeper that draws me in, something about you that stirs feelings I can't explain. When I first saw your image online, I was drawn in by the superficial allure, the curated version of reality we all put out. But as I looked closer, I saw something else. You are not like Eve. You're someone who feels real, someone whose presence lingers beyond the digital world. Your picture on social media caught my attention, but it wasn't until I looked again that I understood. You're not like Eve, who was an image of perfection. You're complex, layered, and something about that makes me think of all the things I've been searching for, but never quite found. I saw your photo, and for a second, I thought it was just another pretty face. But then I felt something shift, a tug of realization that you're not like Eve. You're a force, different in ways I never expected, stirring up emotions I didn't know I had. Scrolling through social media, I came across your picture. At first, it seemed like a passing moment, just another image to scroll past. But something about it struck me. You're not like Eve. You're more than just a pretty picture. There's something about you that sparks something deeper within me. When I saw your face, I couldn't help but think of how we're all so different in this digital world. You're not like Eve, a symbol of temptation and beauty. No, you're something far more intricate, with a complexity that makes me wonder what lies behind your eyes. As I gazed at your picture, something clicked. You're not like Eve, who represented the simplicity of beauty. No, you embody a complexity that speaks to my soul, a depth that goes far beyond the surface. I came across your image, and at first I thought it was just another post. But then it hit me. You're not like Eve. You're not just a symbol of beauty and allure. You're something more, something that makes me reflect on who I am and where I'm going. Scrolling through my feed, your face stopped me. At first glance, it was just another social media image. But as I looked longer, I realized you're not like Eve. You're different. You challenge my perceptions and make me think in ways I never have before. Your picture appeared on my screen, and I felt a surge of something I couldn't name. I realized in that moment, you're not like Eve. You're not just an image. You're a story, a mystery I want to understand. I saw your photo, and for a second, everything else faded away. You're not like Eve, who represented something simple and straightforward. No, you are the embodiment of complexity, and that makes me feel something I didn't expect. When I first saw your picture, I thought it was just another image to scroll past. But then I felt a shift, a realization that you're not like Eve. There's something different about you, something that sparks an emotional response I didn't see coming. Your image was captivating, but it wasn't until I stared at it longer that I realized you're not like Eve. You're something more, something that evokes emotions and thoughts I didn't know I was capable of feeling. I saw your picture and I thought, here's another perfect person on social media. But the longer I looked, the more I realized you're not like Eve. You're something far more powerful, something that transcends mere beauty. At first glance, your picture seemed like any other, a fleeting moment in a sea of faces. But as I looked deeper, I realized you're not like Eve. You carry something inside you that draws me in, something subtle that can't be captured in a frame. I saw your image online and it left me breathless. You're not like Eve. You're not just a symbol of temptation or beauty. You're something that feels more profound, more alive. There's a part of you that calls to me even from a distance. Scrolling through social media, your photo caught my eye, but it wasn't until later that I understood. You're not like Eve. You represent something more complicated, something that speaks to me in a way I can't quite put into words. I saw your picture and I thought I knew what it meant, but then I realized you're not like Eve. You're someone whose presence lingers far beyond the screen. There's a story behind your eyes that I want to know more about. When I came across your photo, I thought it was just a passing moment. But then it struck me, you're not like Eve. You're someone who challenges my perceptions, who makes me feel something deeper than I ever expected. I saw your picture and I couldn't help but stare. There was something about you that was different. Something that said, you're not like Eve. You're not just a fleeting image. You're a person, real and full of depth.